Hi, good morning.
So this is our Year 5 taster session.
Welcome, Year 5, welcome.
So
nice to see you.
if you would be coming to Knole Academy, this is the lesson you would have seen. So we're just going to do it exactly as is.
Yeah.
As you would have read on the description, there's a couple of resources which you can download and you can use yourself. You don't have to have a printer, you could just draw them yourself on some paper.
They're just big circles.
Yeah, just big circles, that's all you need. You also might need some resources like some sweets.
Sweets?
Yeah.
Oh.
So if you went out and you got those, you can use those, but don't feel like you have to. You can enjoy it as much as possible.
Okay.
So what is this?
2 big circles.
2 big circles.
Yep.
When I had Year 5 in last year, they knew.
Did they know?
They knew.
Oh, so they probably know.
So you might know. So if you do know, shout at us. See if we can hear you.
Oh, yeah.
Venn diagrams.
Venn diagrams, I heard it.
Venn diagrams.
Venn diagram.
Okay, this is a Venn diagram. It's all about sorting information. Okay. So we're
Can I write Venn diagram at the top?
And we've got our Haribos here. Obviously, other sweets are available.
Haribos.
So we're going to use those today because they're really good for sorting because they're alike and not alike in so many ways. So Venn diagram is what we're going to do. We're going to first of all sort ourselves. Now this is you guys.
Yes, we've got our class here. Normally, when Miss Cheeseman does this lesson, she has a class full of people to sort.
Yeah.
We didn't have that, so a bit of a problem. So we've made ourselves a little class.
Yes, we've got a little class.
And we're going to put them into a Venn diagram.
Yeah, and we're going to choose 2 categories to sort. We're going to say brown hair. And we're going to say blue eyes. Okay.
All right.
So there are 2 categories.
Yeah.
Now some of you would have seen this before, and you'll be thinking, "Oh, I know how this is going to go. I know where the people are going to go."
Okay.
So who's going to be in this circle? In this whole circle will be the people with brown hair.
Brown hair.
And in this circle will be everyone with blue eyes. Where would the people go if they don't have brown hair and they don't have blue eyes?
Well, they can't go in the circles, can they?
Can't go in the circle.
They have to go outside.
They have to go outside the circle, and there's usually a box. So we're imagining that our slide is the box, and therefore the people who don't have either of these categories, they're outside of the diagram.
Right.
So,
Lottie.
This is Lottie.
Okay.
Lottie, where does Lottie go? She has brown hair and she has brown eyes.
Well, she can't go in the blue eyes circle, so she can't come over here, can she? She just has to go there.
She just has brown hair and her eyes don't matter. Who have you got on your side?
I've got Jasper.
Jasper.
Now Jasper has got spiky brown hair and blue eyes.
Oh, so he has both.
He has got to go in both circles.
So that is the part that overlaps.
Both circles.
We say that's actually called our intersection, which is a big word.
Intersection.
Like that they're intersecting.
Okay.
You know, where they intersect. But you can just call it the middle.
The middle, I call it the middle.
That's not a problem. We can call it the middle. Here I have
Vanessa.
Vanessa. Yeah. Vanessa has red spiky hair and green eyes.
She's out there, isn't she?
She does not have either of those, so she is on outside.
Okay. Okay. I have Marcia.
Marcia has blue eyes.
Blue eyes, Marcia.
And blonde hair.
So she goes in the blue eyes,
yeah,
but not in the brown hair.
Yeah.
So Marcia goes there.
Brilliant stuff. I have got here, this is Gabby. Gabby has red hair and blue eyes, so she is going to be in this section.
Okay.
Here.
Okay. I have got Chloe.
Oh, she's quite similar to Marcia.
Who, Chloe?
Yeah. She's not wearing a skirt though.
She's not wearing a skirt.
Decided to trousers.
No, she's wearing trousers. No, not brown eyes. But does have blue eyes.
Does have blue eyes, but not brown hair, so she's not going to be in the middle. My guy here, this is Adam.
Adam.
He has brown hair and brown eyes, so he is going to go in just brown hair. And then we've got another person.
George, who has red hair and green eyes. So he's not brown.
Not blue.
He's outside.
Got on the outside.
No, I don't have to put him over here, do I?
No.
I can
it's just the outside, wherever you can fit those people.
Okay.
So, what we could say is, I could ask you a question now that I've sorted my information. I can say, how many people have blue eyes? And you could look
And
in
that's
that circle, and you
Four.
can see that there is 4 people within the blue eyes circle.
Awesome.
How many people have brown hair?
So that would be just the brown hair circle.
So it's just
3.
3. How many people have brown hair and blue eyes?
Just 1.
Now, you could also ask how many people have brown hair or blue eyes. They can have brown hair or they can have blue eyes. That is everyone within our Venn diagram, apart from the people
Those
on the
2.
outside, because they don't have brown hair and they don't have blue eyes.
So 6 people.
So 6 people have brown hair or blue eyes. Yeah? Even if they have both, they still have at least one of those categories. Okay? Now we're going to talk about a word beginning with P a bit later. We're not going to touch on it just yet, but it's good for you to understand that language and see how the different categories fall in. Okay. So, we'll get rid of
Should we take
our
our class and make them sit back down again?
They're going to go sit back down on their seats.
Chloe was straight there, so yeah, nasty, they're quite quick.
Get rid of that.
I'm going to bring the classes back in a little bit.
My guys are going to make sure they're socially distancing on the board.
Okay.
That's about 2 metres for small people. Okay, so let's play with Haribos.
Okay, I like that.
We're now going to do this. We're now going to do this, but with Haribos. Okay. And just to reassure you, we only are touching our own Haribos. We are not sharing. The lad is not good at this precise moment.
No.
So, let's play with Haribos. We're going to have our first category, which is going to be red and fizzy. So just like when we use brown hair and blue eyes, we're going to be sorting the Haribos that are red and that are fizzy, and ones that are neither, they're going to go on the outside. You're going to think about, if you know your Haribos well, if you're a keen Haribo eater, you'd be thinking, oh, I know what sweet might be in the middle.
The red and the fizzy.
Okay, so we'll show you our Venn diagrams.
Okay. So here we are. So
as you can see, I've got a mixture here of Star Mix and Tanfac sticks. That's what works best with just the examples I'm giving you.
These are mine.
Yeah.
They're yours.
Yeah.
So I don't touch those.
No. Okay. And I'll do this middle one as well as another example.
So this circle's red. This circle's fizzy.
Yeah, we're going to red on the left, fizzy on the right.
So this is a fizzy, but it's not red, so it goes there.
Brilliant.
Okay.
I'm thinking about my cherries, and they are red and fizzy, so they are going to go in the middle, and there's quite a few of them. I'm quite lucky there.
Yeah, look, you've got lots of them, haven't you?
Yeah, doing well. What's great about this is that you have some fizzy ones that also appear in the other pack.
Red, tiny bit of red. There's some tiny bits of red on some of these.
Yeah, you can do that. That's fine. That's not a problem. I remember last year arguing with a year 5 about whether the purple dragon was red or not. I was like, he's purple. Quite obviously. There he is. Oh, he's fizzy though.
I've got some non-fizzies that aren't red, so they've got to go on the outside. Exactly.
So the non-fizzies that aren't red, they have to go on the outside. I mean,
you've got loads there that aren't.
I love this lesson. By the way, if you come to Knole Academy, I still do this lesson.
You're still going to do this lesson?
I still do this lesson later on, and I've also done it with Percy Pigs. Slightly adapted categories, but it was still fun. So here we have our diagrams, okay? Now, if we look at Mr. Cayson's over here on the right, how many are both red and fizzy? Only 1.
Yeah.
But if you look at mine, I've got 6. Okay, that are red and fizzy.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, on our next example, we'll start talking about probabilities. Okay. Now, probability, you might know that keyword, you might not know that keyword. It's all about chance. So if I said to you, I've got to go over to Mr. Cayson's diagram, what's the chance of me picking one that is not red and is not fizzy? Well, there's 3 that are not red and fizzy. And what's the total of Mr. Cayson's diagram? You have to have quick maths there.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 I get there.
So that would be 3 out of 18.
So 3 out of 18 are not red or fizzy.
Yeah, so it would be 3 out of 18. What's the probability of picking one that is not red and not fizzy? It would be 3 out of 18. And maybe we'll talk about simplifying that fraction a bit later on. Okay, so the next category is cola and fizzy. So you'd be thinking to yourself, I know a sweet that is going to be in the intersection of that Venn diagram, in the middle. The fizzy cola bottle.
Okay.
That's that's the one that's going to be in the middle. So we're going to have cola and we're going to have fizzy.
Okay.
So we can look now at rearranging our diagrams for cola and fizzy.
Right. Okay. Let's go and do that. So we're going cola, we're going fizzy, and cola and fizzy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got loads of fizzy colas. Look at these.
You've always got loads of everything, I've noticed. So that's fizzy.
There was an even distribution.
That's fizzy,
Cola.
fizzy, fizzy, fizzy. That's cola, and then everything else is not.
Yeah, there's
so
a lot.
All of mine go on the outside.
A lot on the outside.
Yeah, it's a lot on the outside, that is.
So, oh, nearly forgot about that little teddy bear.
I'll put one or two at the top, little heart at the top there, look at that.
Oh, there we go. So,
right.
I should say, to Mr. Kaysen, you had 18 sweets.
I did have 18, yep.
Let me just see how many I've got. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 19, 20, 25. I have quite a few more than you.
You got a lot.
So, I have 25. What's the probability of picking a sweet that is cola and fizzy? 5.
5 out of 25.
5 out of 25. 5 out of 25. If we were to write down that fraction, could we simplify it?
You got 5 at the top, 25 at the bottom.
Both divisible by 5.
So 1 out of 5.
1/5.
1/5.
So the probability of picking a fizzy cola bottle out of my sweets is 1/5.
Yeah.
20% chance.
1/5. 20%.
Okay. But Mr. Kaysen has 2.
2 out of 18.
Which both are divisible by 2.
1 out of
So
9.
that becomes 1/9. So there is a less probability of picking a cola fizzy in Mr. Kaysen's than there is in mine.
So even though I've got less sweets overall, I've also got less fizzy and cola.
Yeah.
And the overall effect of that is that I have a less probability of picking fizzy and cola.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so shall we sweep our sweets back onto our green paper, and then we're going to do another category.
Oh, goody.
So the next category, so get ready, Mr. Kaysen.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Is white and green.
Oh, so white in one.
So white is like clear.
Yeah.
Or also the white
this
bottoms.
This is white, isn't it?
Yeah.
The white bottoms. And does this count as partially white?
I would say no with the cola bottle. The
Okay.
cola bottle is just a cola bottle.
All right.
So white and green.
Well, I'm going to try.
So, oh look, I have a white and green crocodile. So he's going in the middle. I would say also he's white and green.
I'm agreeing with you. I've got one of those. That's good. Yeah.
So it's white, green. That's got
white,
a bit green
green.
on. That's got a bit green on. Green.
These are white.
Green, green.
White.
Green, green. Green. All got white bottoms. That's why I was saying white.
And
bottoms.
we said that they didn't count as white with the cola
yeah,
bottles.
the cola bottles because they're
kind of translucent.
They're kind of cola bottles, aren't they?
Good word, isn't it? Translucent.
Oh, good word. Okay.
Da-da-da-da.
I quite like that one because you can see it quite clearly, can't you? The different categories.
The white, the green, yep.
Okay. If you always think about it in this way, it makes it easier. We're going to use numbers soon, okay? And if you just think about the properties of the numbers, just like the properties of Haribo, it's easy to sort them.
Okay.
The next one is red and green.
Clearing again.
Clearing again. It just helps you practice the idea of what the Venn diagram stands for, and then you will get it year 5. So white, red and green. So
red,
again,
green.
My cherries.
Yeah, you got a lot every time.
The cherries are in the middle. I'm
How
going to
about
put green on
is
the
that red
right.
and green?
That's red.
It is, isn't it?
That's yellow.
It's good. Oh, okay. Colourblind.
Oh dear. Red. I do like a fried egg. I think a fried egg is up there with the best kind of sweet as well.
I've got a lot of reds.
You have got.
You gave me a lot of hearts, didn't you?
Oh. Okay, so you would have known if you are a big fan of Haribo, you would have known that the cherry was going to be in the middle.
Oh, that's the pips.
That's the pips. The cherry's going to middle because that is the one that is both red and green. You've got all the green ones on one side and the red ones on the other, and then everything else on the outside. We could do a couple of probabilities. What is the probability of picking a red from Mr. Kaysen's Venn diagram?
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
And the middle. Don't forget the middle.
9 that have got red on them.
9 out of 18. Half.
It's a half.
It's a half. Okay.
50%.
50% chance, half a chance of picking a red on Mr. Cason's diagram. You've got to remember that when you're picking a red, you're including the one in the middle as well. That is really, really important. Okay, let's do one more example. Let's do red and yellow.
Red and yellow.
Oh, you've got some red and yellow. I haven't. I'm not going to have anything in my intersection.
Okay.
Red.
Oh, that's red.
Red, red.
Red. Red and yellow.
Red, red, red.
Red, red. Red, red. A bit of red in it. Oh. Just about. That's orange. I'm not having that as yellow.
That's fine. I've got a yellow there. Lovely. So the ring is both red and yellow, so that is that intersection. Yes, absolutely. I haven't got any of those. I don't have anything in my intersection, so the probability would be 0.
Of picking something that's red
0 out of
and
25.
yellow.
Yeah,
red and yellow in yours is
and
0.
Yellow, both of those categories. But if I just said what's the probability of picking yellow, that would be 6 out of 25. Or the probability of picking red would be 8 out of 25. But I don't have anything that is both red and yellow. Unlike Mr. Cason, that has 3.
3 out of 18.
Yeah.
1/6.
The probability of picking red and yellow is 3 out of 18. The probability of picking red or yellow. So something that is red or something that is yellow.
Well, that's all the things in the middle.
Or something that's both.
Every circle.
Yeah. So everything within your diagram, if they're falling between either of your categories, that is what red or yellow
12
means. So that is 12 out of 18, which is... Why is my brain not working? You can divide that.
Yeah, you could. 6 out of 9.
6 out of 9, which is 2 out of 3. That took me too long.
I know. Why is that?
Far too long.
You know why? You know why? Because you need to eat something.
Yeah, it's true.
That's what I'm thinking.
So, what we're going to do is we're now going to look at numbers.
Okay, so
numbers.
Numbers. You start with numbers?
Yeah. So you've been sent, or are accessible to you, 3 sheets.
This is you, by the way.
Yeah, you. 3 sheets to have a go at. We're going to go through each of them, but we want you to try them first, really. So the first one that we're going to do is the 2 categories are going to be multiples of 3 and even.
Even.
And we're going to be sorting the numbers from 1 to 20. Now, on your sheet, you have those numbers written out for you, which is obviously easy. We want them written out because we don't want to miss any and we want to cross them off as we go. So, when you're filling in a Venn diagram, the best place to start is the middle.
In the middle.
Okay? So you want to put the numbers in that are both multiples of 3 and even. Okay? Now, every other number here is even.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
Starting with 2.
Yep.
So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. You should know that. I would hope.
Yep.
Then you need to work out if it's in the 3 times table.
3, 6
so you might want to make a note of what the numbers are in the 3 times table, potentially. So if they're not already in your head, some of you would, when I had all of you lovelies in last year, you were super quick and you knew them anyway.
Okay.
So I only need them from
3 to 18.
Yeah.
Hopefully they can see that.
So even multiples of 3.
Yeah. 6.
6.
So I put that in the middle?
Yeah, pop him in the middle.
6.
So I'll cross him out.
I'll
12.
put that in the middle. Shall I cross them out?
Cross them out. And 18.
And I'll put 18 in the middle. And I'll cross them out.
Brilliant. So we've got the even multiples of 3. They've been sorted into the middle, into the intersection. Multiples of 3, that are just multiples of 3.
That aren't in the middle already?
That aren't in the middle already. We've got 3, 9, 15, and that's it. So now we just need to sort the even numbers. Now you should know your even numbers off by heart, so this should be nice and easy. So 2, 4, already done 6, 8, 10, 14, 16, and 20. We just need to cross off 14, 16, and 20. Then we need to sort the numbers that are not multiples of 3 and are not even.
Okay.
And remember that those sweets that weren't red or fizzy or red and green, they went on the outside. So all of these go on the outside as well.
5.
So 1, 5, 7.
And then 11 and 13. 17 and 19.
Brilliant. So that is what yours should look like, and you've been sent a sheet that looks just like this, and you can do it for yourself. Okay. Lovely stuff. So we could ask a couple of questions about this. We could say, what's the probability of picking a number that is a multiple of 3 and is even? 3 out of 20.
20, because we've got 20
numbers. What's the probability of picking a number that is a multiple of 3 or even? Remember, that's all of the numbers within the Venn diagram.
So multiple 3 or even, both things.
Yeah, and the ones that are both.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13.
13 out of 20.
13 out of 20. Okay, if it's a probability, it's 13 out of 20. If it said how many numbers are, you would just say 13. Okay, lovely. Let's try the next.
Do you want me to get a board up?
Yeah.
Hey.
The next one is going to be multiples of 3 and 5.
Okay. We could do this with different sorts of patterns, I suppose, couldn't we? Just by drawing 2 circles on the interactive board.
Yeah.
Yeah, could do.
But
Let's not.
it's better. Okay,
Okay,
so we've got multiples of 3 and multiples of 5.
Okay.
And again, you've already got your numbers written out for you, so yours are all there, but we're going to make sure ours are all written out so we know that we're crossing them off. So, have a go first. You're going to need to know your 3 times table and your 5 times table.
Yep.
If you've got that, that's good. So have a go.
Have a go. We're going to pause. This is us pausing. Oh, while the pips are on.
Okay, we're back.
Fantastic.
So,
short pause.
Again,
in the middle.
In the middle
So
first.
you're going to write your 3 times table out.
3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18.
And they've got to be
5, 10, 15,
okay.
20.
That makes it easy.
So, how many are in both? Only one. The number 15. And there it is.
Cross it out.
And then we're going to fill in the rest from this side and the rest from that side.
Okay.
So we're going to have 3, 6, 9, 12 and 18. So cross those off.
And
5, 10 and 20.
5, 10, 20. 10, 20.
Lovely. Okay. Everything else is going to go on the outside.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 4. Get rid of that there so you don't get confused. 1, 2, 4, 7, 8.
11, 13, 14, 16, 17, and 19.
And there is your Venn diagram. Beautiful. Right, there is one last one that we want you to have a go at, which is square and even.
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
So what we're going to do on square and even is we're just going to show you the answer for square and even.
Let me get rid of all this.
So we're going to clean our board, we're going to pause, we want you to have a go at that one first. Remember, you don't have to print off the sheets, you can just use a piece of paper and draw the circles yourself. But they are available, I believe, on the Knole Academy website.
So you're going to do square
Yep.
and even. Always important to label your circles so you know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, and it also, when you get lots older, that is actually a mark in an exam.
Is it?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Okay, there we go. So we want you to have a go.
And we're back.
We're back.
Okay.
Okay, so we need our numbers. So hopefully you know what your square numbers are. You only need to know 4 square numbers. 1 squared is 1, 2 squared is 4, 3 squared is 9, 4 squared is 16, 5 squared is 25, which is too big.
Too much, yeah.
And if you want to know a bit more about square numbers, there is a video on our YouTube channel, all about square numbers. So if you weren't sure about your square numbers, you can look at that as well. I'm not going to write out my even numbers because you should know that.
Yeah.
That's even, and that's even.
So they're going to be square and even. In the middle, 4 16.
So you should have had those in. The other square numbers that are left are 1 and 9.
Let's cross them out.
So all of those are sorted. Then we've got the rest of our even numbers that are going to go in here. So 2, 6, 8, 10,
and
12,
then 12,
14, 18 and 20.
12, 14, 18.
And the last numbers go on the outside. So we've got 3, 5, 7,
11, 13, 15, 17 and 19.
Make sure you cross them all out. Make sure
Nothing
that there's
left,
nothing
everything's
left.
done.
And you're done. And that is your Venn diagrams, guys. We really hope that you've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And that you've embraced it and you've had a go at all the different things available. And hopefully we will see you at some time in the future.
You can eat the Haribo's now as well.
Yeah, eat them all.
Can I eat mine?
You can eat yours.
Okay, my Haribo's. Are you sure?
Yes, eat them all.
Okay.
Bye, you
Bye.
guys.